Let's speak to Kenneth Rubin, who is a geochemistry and volcanology professor at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, joining me now from Honolulu. Kenneth, many thanks for speaking to us again on TRT World. We spoke a few days ago. It seems that things have got worse since then. Can you describe what exactly is happening now?
Well, the situation with the lava flow on the lower East Rift Zone is that the supply of magma has increased somewhat. It shows no signs of abating with the way we can measure it by earthquakes and ground deformation. The composition of the magma, the type of magma that's being supplied, is something that's slightly warmer and slightly gassier, so it's a little bit more fluid. It's erupting more vigorously. It has produced several very stable channels, such as you're showing right now on the video, which means that a significant proportion of the lava is flowing through these well-established channels. They're almost like a river to the ocean. However, conditions can change, new fissures can open up, or the direction of lava flow from the fissures can change. And so the areas surrounding the couple of most intensely erupting fissures could still experience lava flows in other areas at any time.
And we now have this lava heading towards one of these geothermal plants, or even not even heading towards, passing through. Why is that such a serious threat?
Well, that geothermal plant provides about 1/4 of the electricity for the island of Hawaii, so that alone is somewhat of a threat. But in addition, the way this particular plant works, it generates electricity through both steam and also taking the steam after it's been run through a turbine and heating another chemical which can run a secondary turbine. So most of these dangerous chemicals have been removed from the site and it has been shut down temporarily, and the wells which they've used to bring up the warm water from depth have been capped off for now. But there's some concern that something might leak if the infrastructure at the plant is overrun by lava.
What is the biggest threat to people here? Is it the lays that we have talked about when the lava enters the ocean, or is it the sulfuric acid, sulfur dioxide gas that is now spreading well beyond the lava flows? What is the most concern to you?
It's a very difficult question. The lays is mostly restricted to the area right around the ocean entry, which is currently just one or two spots. So the hazard is restricted to an area about 1 kilometer long along the coast. The cloud does rise up and dissipate so that some significant distance from that site, meaning several kilometers to 10 kilometers, the hazard isn't really there. The sulfur dioxide that's coming out of the fissures, including the ones that aren't erupting, is probably a somewhat greater hazard for a greater number of people because it's heavier than air and it hangs in the air and it spreads out to the neighboring communities. But both of those things represent significant hazards at some level, but to me, probably the biggest hazard is the molten flowing lava itself, the spattering, which is a gas-rich magma shooting out of the vent, much like when you first open a champagne bottle. This can be very unpredictable. It can generate large balls of molten lava that some people call bombs that can shoot fairly far from the vent and make it very dangerous for people who are there who are watching or who are protecting their homes or who are just generally in the area.
Very, very difficult situation for them. Kenneth Rubin, many thanks for explaining this to us.